Welcome to Cageflow template. In this template, we can calculate the duration for each status of the case record including business hours. Business hours is a standard object which is available in your org, and it is also a lookup field present in your case object. You can see the business hours object by clicking on setup, type business hours. As you can see here, I have already created 3 business hours. You can create as many business hours as you want. In this whole demo video, I will be using this default business hours. Now click on this default one. Click on this edit button. Here, make sure you check this active checkbox. Otherwise, this business hours will not be activated. Now the second step is time zone. Now select your time zone. I have selected here India Standard Time. You can select your time zone according to your country. Here comes the business hours. Here you can select business hours according to your company working hours. I have selected here the business hours 10 AM to 7 PM. Save this one. Now let's move to our case object. Now we have to make a new case record. Now fill all the necessary fields like status. I am selecting here new, case origin. You can also select here your contact name. As I mentioned earlier, I will be using this default business hour in this whole demo video. So I have selected your default one. Now there are no mandatory fields. Now just save this record. Now click on this related one. Here you can see a new status duration record has been created. Status duration is a child object to the case object which contains a field name status duration time. Here you can see this field. It contains a field status duration time which calculates the duration for each status of the case record. You can see there are other fields like status start time, status end time, status pick list value. This status pick list value is same as it was in the case record. Now to get this status duration time, we have to get this status end time, and for this we have to change the status of the case record. So now let's change the status to working and save this record. Now you can see, let's click on this related. Now you can see here another new record has been created and the previous one has been updated. Here you can see the time has been calculated and it's 3 minutes. Now here the status duration time has been calculated because the start time and the end time both are in business hours. If both are not in business hours, then the status duration time will be 0. We will see this later in our video. So there are in total 4 cases here. First one where the start time and the end time both are in business hours. The second case is where the start time and the end time both are outside business hours. The third case is where the start time is within business hours and the end time is outside business hours. And the last case is where the start time is outside business hours but the end time is within business hours. Now the first case we have already discussed, where the start time and the end time both are in business hours. So we can see here the status duration time, which is 3 minutes. Now let's see what happens when the case status value is changed to closed. If we will change this value to closed, save this record. You can see here no new record has been updated. It will just update the previous record. It will not create any new record if the status value is changed to closed. Now let's see our another case where the start time and the end time both are outside business hours. Now go to setup. Type business hours. Click on this default one, edit. Now change the business hours of Monday. I am changing the business hours of Monday because today is Monday, and I am selecting here 11 AM. Save this one. So now I have selected here the business hours from 11 AM to from 10 AM to 11 AM. So which means that the business hours of today are over. So now let's go to our case object and see what happens when the start time and the end time falls outside business hours. Go to this case record. Change the status. Escalated and save. So now you can see here a new record has been created and the start time is 1 PM. Okay, so now to get the status duration time, we have to change this status duration field value. Let's change this to closed. Save this record. As you can see, no new record has been created because we have selected here the status value to closed. Now check this previous record. Now you can see here the status duration time is 0 because the start time and the end time both falls outside business hours. So status duration time will not be calculated. So that's the working of case flow template, which allows you to calculate the duration for each status of the case record.